What's happening? Hold on. To host what you are bringing to the spread. Bam. All right, so I just dropped a quick little video real quick. So I got my crumbled herb right here, and we gonna get cracking. What's happening? BDS Trigger Man, Tristan Marshall, West Dallas Block, Monster, Dirty Nation. What is it? Tyrone Hicks. That's right. Get that money. That's right, Tristan. Big Nacho. Big Nacho. What is it? Bang, bang, Packer gang. Y'all know it. I had to get off. That shit was getting intense. That shit was getting intense. Uh, Yup. Alan Laster, what's happening? That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I appreciate the love. I got the computer thing cracking now. I got that computer thing cracking. Man, I'm gonna be betting. We betting case of soups and everything on this game. I'm going all in. I might take a trip to Reno so I could put some McNuggets down. Put some McNuggets down on that bitch. Tony Mills, what's happening? Man, you know what time it is. Bam! I just ain't fucking off no more woods like that. So I gotta take my time. And I'll roll that shit right. I got some I still got some of that Pacific Stone. Some of that good Pacific Stonia. They like, what is that? What is he talking about? That Pacific Stoner. I am a Pacific Coast Stoner. I'm just fucking with it. I'm just so happy to smoke. You don't understand. This is a personal relationship. This is a personal relationship between me and Mary. Man, I'm telling you, get your soups and shit ready. I'm doing. I ain't betting no draws past first draw. Like, what is this? This is that game is next week. We are gonna be in third draw only. Third draw only. Because I want to get my money like right after the game. So Monday in the afternoon, we be on the yard. You go to canteen and get my shit. Case of soups. Or let me make my own canteen list if I win. I got more weed, more weed in my lungs than oxygen. Fried eggs. Man, look, you could drop my commissary off at the door. Like soon as the game is over, I'll send a porter. I'll send a porter or tier tender to your cell so you can kick my shit out. And I think a lot of your shit will slide under the door too. And I don't want no burn deodorants. I don't want no burn deodorants. Them speed sticks, you can keep them. I need all the antiperspirants though, and all the soaps. I take all of them. Cosmetics good. Is cosmetics a good bet? Okay. Now that's how we do it though. Be like, bet good, bet good. Cosmetics, yup. All right, bet. No burns though. Straight prison shit. Soups and honey buns. That's that exotic shit. The only way you gonna get them kind of bets is if you bet with the Asians. Cause the Asians be betting crazy ass bets, but they be knowing some shit. So you think you taking a sucker bet, and all the while they know the key defensive end is out. They know this. They be doing the analytics, so they'll allow you to see up in they cell and see all them cases of honey buns and shit. So you lure your ass right into a sucker bet. Oh, 14 points and nine? What? 14 points? What? Man, bet. Bet. I can't turn that down. Bet. What we betting? If I win, you gotta if you want if I win, I want 50 burpees. Okay, nah, cause you might be big nacho. You might really be like a big fella. So we're gonna make it easy. We're gonna bet 20 burpees. 20 burpees. Bet bueno. Bet bueno. Did Catherine just say she keep her secret deodorant hoops? Catherine is a special person. Man, I'm seeing squirrels. Y'all don't know, man. Me and squirrels don't get along. Hey, Catherine got me like ready to go get my other phone. Catherine could call in and tell us about why she keeps her secret deodorant hoop. Is it for pH balance? Does that motherfucker got a switch on it, like an on and off switch? She be walking around with the secret vibrator. What's your secret? That's my secret. She good people's though. She been in West Watson channel where they talk a lot about sticking stuff up their orifice. They be violating themselves over there. I violated myself enough times. I'm done. I retired. I'm done with that shit. I'm not in prison no more. So I don't want to talk about violating myself. Man, do you know that was such a part of prison, violating yourself, that really we should be prisoners should be comfortable. If a prisoner was in the game, he should be comfortable talking about violating himself. And I was in the game because that was security. That's the like somebody that ain't been in a situation where security is like number one, where security is a life sentence or can turn into a life sentence. Then you can't relate. Because if you got an ounce of weed, right? Let's just say a half ounce of weed for the people that got light ears. You got a half ounce of weed. You're in a cell, right? The police run up in the cell. They turn the water off. They turn the water off so your toilet don't flush. So where are you gonna put the bundle when the police run up in your cell? Where you gonna put it? Huh? Where you gonna put it? It's out. You got it out in your pocket or under the mattress or on a shelf or hidden in your shoes or in your sock or in a book. You think you slick, but you got this shit just out, right? Police run up in the cell. When they run up in that motherfucker, they coming in with the pepper spray like this. Like get out, like don't move. You ain't gonna have no time to get to your bundle. Then a dog come in right after they pull you out. You walking down the tier, you hear, this motherfucker done found your bundle, right? So faced with them type of circumstances, how do you prevent that? You prevent that from already being ready. Proper planning prevents piss poor performance. That's where your luggage comes in. That's where the suitcase comes in, because you be prepared. You be prepared. And when you want to do your business, you let that motherfucker come out. Boo! You get your shit, get what you about to bust off, or you about to or knock off, or you get what you about to smoke for that time, and then you bump that shit up and you go right back to the hoop. Boo! Because every day, any second, anything can happen. So you gotta be prepared. So people walk around with that motherfucking suitcase full. That motherfucking suitcase is full. It don't work one way. It work both ways. It's gonna always be some cars on the freeway if you in the game. If you in the game and you smart, it's gonna always be a car parked in your freeway. And the stuff that's not parked on the freeway, that motherfucker wrapped up like a little thing, like a little gobstopper, and that motherfucker be up under the tongue. So that way, if they run up in there on you, all you gotta do is. So now that's how you be prepared. If you want to sell, that's how you be prepared. That shit parked on the freeway and anything small or that somebody's supposed to come get or anything small that you about to roll up at count time, that shit be ready to go. As soon as they walk by for count time, you spit that shit out, bam, boom, 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 sell it, get the door, bam. Roll your joint up, bam. Your celly still got the door. That's Usalama. That's security. Bam. Celly posted. It's good. Yeah, they done with count time. Fire that bologna up. Yeah, we in there cooking. We in there frying bologna. But we over there in the back corner in the cell baking. We over in the corner baking. So therefore, if the police did pop up on us, they smell bacon, fried bologna. Fried bologna. Food smell is stronger than weed. I'm just putting y'all up on game. That's all. I'm just putting y'all up on game. So when you go back and you watch this live, you're gonna see, damn, it's that serious. You want to be in the pen and you want to be in the game or something, man, shit, you're gonna have to violate yourself. You're gonna have to violate yourself. So you better think about it. Man, and I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you where I got suitcase from. When I was getting extradited, right? We hit Kentucky, Kentucky, and a crazy ass white boy got on the bus, right? This white boy is funny as fuck. He had me dying. He was like, shit. I didn't got off the chain game, man. Shit. I got me some of that shit. He was talking about spice, right? He was talking about spice. These motherfuckers, I never told nobody this. I just forgot. I just remembered this. These motherfuckers was on the bus in the bathroom. These motherfuckers had somehow got they was trying to get a light. These motherfuckers somehow unscrewed the light in the bathroom in the back of the bus. Somehow these motherfuckers was back there. They call it sparking in prison. They call it sparking, where you take just a straight wire and a negative positive, and somehow you turn the voltage down and he's like. But these motherfuckers look like they was arc welding in the back of the bus. The driver, she had no idea what was going on. But the lights on the bus was flashing. Like every time they hit the lights on the bus, the transportation bus was flickering. Man, did they get that light? No. Was I gonna hit that spice? No. I was scared as shit. I was scared as shit. The motherfuckers was bold. I was like, oh my God, we're going down. We are going down. That's what I said to myself. We're going down. These motherfuckers is about to smoke spice on the transportation bus and they don't have a light. So they're using the light bulb socket in the top of the bus in the bathroom shitter part to try to get a light. That was crazy. And damn near succeeded. But that white boy was like, he said, shit, a bitch had that shit in my motherfucking suitcase. Shit, bitch had that shit in my motherfucking suitcase. So I learned two things. I learned that even though people from Sacramento, man, they don't. I mean, people be mad at people saying nigga, but people in Sacramento been calling each other bitch for hella long. Like they call each other bitch. So what I learned from that white boy in Kentucky, that they in fact do that shit out there too. Instead of saying nigga, like amongst each other, they be calling each other bitch. Grown ass men calling each other bitches. I ain't never agree with that shit. But yeah, man. And then I learned suitcase. Had that shit the suitcase. Cause you already know West Coast, we be like, that shit hooped. That shit hooped. That shit put up. There's a whole bunch of ways things you can do. That shit hooped off. That shit tucked. That just said the suitcase. I come from a white boy I met in Kentucky. Matter of fact, how we get on that? How did we get on that? Catherine did that shit, huh? Catherine a little freaky. Catherine be sitting around thinking about people hooping shit. The Catherine a freaky species. Catherine, where are you from? Where are you from? I wish I had the damn phone, Catherine. I could call Catherine out. Catherine, you got Instagram? You got Instagram? We might want to see this suave deodorant with the switch on it. With the she got a suave deodorant with an on and off switch. With a cap that lights up. Katie next to Houston. Woo! Texas females is wow. I tell you. That's right, Catherine. Do your thing. You better believe I'm a Packers fan. AC Gunslinger, what it do? Hey, I'm gonna tell you the one way my partner used to tuck, it was in his nostrils. I didn't used to have shit in his nose hidden. I knew another person that could keep this shit down in his throat, down in some old patch down there. I remember when I first came, I thought I was slick. And I used to have it in in my necklace. I used to take a big pin, a clear big pin, and I would melt it down to like it was a vial type thing. And I would have shit up in that. I would sell the whole necklace with booger juice. East African yippity music spot. What's happening? Hey Vincent, you cross promoting. You just better make sure you sub to my channel, say. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, say. You can't just dip in and dip out, Holmes. You need to dip in, subscribe, and like to my channel, say, before you promote yours, Coleon. Business is business. And if you're gonna come in and you're gonna tell people to go to your channel, the most respectful thing you could do is be like, shout out to the Dirty Nation, pay your respects, Then you can be like, yeah, check out my channel, man. Then you can say, check out my channel. You gotta pay your respect. Por favor to the dirty nation, to la tierra nation, please. And then kick back and light one up. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. What's up with Tylo, man? What's up with Tylo? Hey, Tylo, I was listening. You fuck with Young Cat. You fuck with Young Cat. That motherfucker got that motherfucker say bend over. Bend over. I remember that joke hella long ago. You remember that song? Business is business, but I don't fuck with dog. With Young Cat when he linked all of Kansas City together. What's that one Crip dude now? He be like, "What side of the flag you on, nigga? I'm a blue note." Yup. Hey, shit. I didn't used to listen to A Wax, but shit, I could vibe. I vibe with A Wax. It should be slapping. They say our negative energy. Oh, I could play music too. I ain't gonna do it though. Jay John, what's happening? What is happening? Hey man, hey Black Money, you know Stormzy is like a OG. I think Stormzy is like he like the Drake or something. Nah, matter of fact, I can't even speak on Stormzy. Hey, what is Stormzy the equivalent of in the UK? If y'all don't know who Stormzy is, y'all got to excuse this question. Jack Brown, what's up with Jiggity? Did you let your pops know that you hollered at me? So if ain't nobody heard of Stormzy, look at Stormzy song "Shut Up." What a real boy, shut boy, shut up. Real boy, shot boy, shut up. Hey, Jack. Unfortunately, you might not like what we talking about. The topic was Bang Bang Packer Gang. That's what it was. Bang Bang Packer Gang. Well, now we was talking about UK rappers in the UK, because they got their own little like movement and shit out there. Like they got a movement. That shit, even though I don't understand what they be saying half the time, like I gotta listen to it, and then I don't know like the full effect. Like they be like, "I'll kill you and throw you in a ditch and all that," but they say something different. They be like, "Butter on the toast and leave you in the alley." I be like, "What does that mean?" Like butter on the toast and leave you in the alley. But out there, that shit mean like I cut you and ginsu you and fillet you and leave you sleep. So I don't know the full impact, but I know it sound good. It feel good. Uh, Bangers and mash. Jay Styles. Yeah, man. I predicted this long ago. It's people that used to be my partners. Right now, we beefing. We beefing. We don't know each other. We see each other in traffic and be like, boom. Indeed. Indeed. That's what's up. Hey man, I am multicultural. Like I be all over the place. Hey, what y'all be seeing when y'all see me, y'all see somebody that never limited themselves. Y'all see somebody that never put restrictions on themselves. Like I never said, like I like I want to know everything. Like I don't know it. I don't know everything, so I want to know everything. So that keep me in sponge form. Hold on, out of respect, like check. Porta favor. Out of respect, can I get a like check? It's 20 of y'all. It's 20 of y'all. Out of respect, can I get a like check? Porta fas. Like check. Porta fas. What's some of the people you came across in prisons that got it getting a name in the music industry? Maserati Rick. Um, what's the fuck his name? Look up. What's his name? Fig Newton. Fig Newton. Uh, uh, I had to think back. Sebo, I came across Sebo in prison. I came across his little brother in prison, but I know him from the streets too. So I don't know. That's a hard one. Taj. Taj that be rapping with E40. Died riding. What kind of jobs they got in prison? I worked in graphic design. Like I worked in a sign shop. So I worked PIA. I made like a whole ass I made like a whole ass 65, 70 cents an hour or some shit like that. Like a whole ass 65, 70 something an hour. But this time around, I didn't owe no restitution. So all that shit was to the neck. That whole canteen was to the neck. Before I owed restitution, them bitches was taking like 55%. It was taking like 55%. And I didn't have no good job. So I was making only like 10, 11, 12 cents an hour or some shit. And they was taking 55% of that shit. So me going to the canteen was like a non-factor. That shit was like a non-factor. So this time around, I was working PIA getting that good money, that good 65 cents an hour shit. I was getting hella cakes of soups. I could shit. I can see how a motherfucker could survive in prison with a PIA job. Shit. Motherfuckers be taking care of motherfuckers be taking care of motherfuckers be taking care of families and shit with PIA jobs from prison. Jay John, you came across Taji Spitz from Fairfield? Yep. Yep. We was in Old Folsom. Me, him, and Dex. What do you get when you're released? You get a check? Nah, see before, like when I got released in 2013, they used to give you they was giving you cash, like fresh 20s. But now they give you a they give you like a debit card. They give you a debit card, and that motherfucker, it's like a one-time use. Like you supposed to, like you can only take money off of that motherfucker. That's it. What's the most cash that you? seen or had in prison. Well, that's that 1800 I had. You seen it. You seen it laid out on the bunk with me throwing up the B with the money laid out, and that was in Calipat. So that's the most I seen. And I didn't know nobody that had that much cash. I heard stories, but I like to do shit that ain't never been done. So that's all that was. The bus pass is this. If you don't have no money, they have to take you to the bus pass, but I mean to the bus station. But the thing is, you got to be getting on that bus, so they're gonna stay there until you purchase your ticket to get where you going, and then they gonna leave. On everything, he was plotting on my 1800. Man, hey, look, PIA in prison. Man, look, just in my shop alone, like we made the stop signs for like California, like Northern California. They probably got one in Southern California, but I know for sure in Northern California, all the signs on the freeway, the stop signs, the yield signs, parking, the handicap, all of them. Man, look, first this is how it worked where I was at. The order will come in from the streets the city needs 400 we'll use stop signs 400 stop signs. So the person that's the cutter, that's the metal cutter, he cuts the metal. So bam 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 bam, so he cuts out 400 sheets. He brings 400 sheets and cuts out 400 octagons. Then from there the signs go over to they go over to my to the section I'm at. We wipe the signs down. Bam, we wipe all the dirt, the grime. We got a fresh piece of metal. Bam. Then that metal gets the oh yeah, and the edges get sanded. Edges get sanded. Bam. And you take the sign, you get it, and you run it through the laminator machine and get the that's the machine that lays the reflective paper over the sign. Bam. So now you got the reflective paper with the gloss over the sign. Then the next station, somebody lays they put the layer and put stop, like they put stop, and then they wipe it down and they add the borders. Bam, and then you take whatever razor blade, and you sand the edges. Bam, and you make sure you can't get cut, and you make sure the edges are dull. Bam, 400 stop signs. All them signs, all them stickers that say access, free air vehicle or whatever, the little access, whatever stickers that be on them green cars, we made them too. Uh, yeah, let me see, dentures. Yeah, on everything they did have a dental thing. They had a dental, but I don't remember where though. I don't remember where. I think it was at Old Folsom. Yeah, man. Let's see. Any more questions? Any more questions? Bang bang Packer gang, and just in case. Yep. Yeah, the dental program it used to be on the hill. Matter of fact, no, it used to be in the hospital. And then I think it moved up on the hill because I used to see Jack going to work all the time. Appreciate that, man. I appreciate all them likes, man. I appreciate everybody that taps in too to keep these numbers up. We be averaging like 20 something, but watch. Y'all gonna see one day we gonna be doing this. We gonna be chilling. It's gonna be like 20 people. We gonna be vibing, smoking. Next, you know, you gonna look up and it's gonna be like 40 people in this motherfucker. Then it's gonna go bam, double. Then it's gonna be like 80 people. The next thing you know, you're gonna be like, damn, Dirty Nate should be having like 100 people in the live chats. Damn, Dirty don't recognize us no more. Nah, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. I remember, like, hey, have y'all seen that little tribute video I did when I had only 230 subscribers? Did y'all ain't seen that, huh? I had the little music in the background. Shout out to these people. Shout out to that people. Man, I was only 230 subscribers. I was juiced that I had that many. So shit, I know the struggle. I know the struggle. That's what's up. Hey, real talk. A lot of people don't be wanting to do live streams because, like, when you do live, that's like shit. That's like 100% chance for error. That's 100% chance for error or exposing or have. So if a motherfucker is the type, he spends so much time concentrating, like trying to figure out what he gonna say, he gonna fumble. So that's why motherfuckers stick to them stories where you can edit shit. Edit shit. Live is live. All you gotta do is look at which people ain't going live. Look at which people ain't going live. Some of y'all comments is getting blocked. And I think it might be YouTube doing it or something like that. I don't think it ain't no moderators or nothing doing it. It's just YouTube doing it. So if I catch it, I'll unblock your comment for you if it blocks your comment. Man, for real. I really can y'all picture that shit? I really did not have live. That's crazy. I only had live for, let me see, September, November, December. I only had live for like 4 or 5, like 4.5, almost 5 months. Probably like 4.5. But I only had live for that long. So that means I've been doing this shit over a year. So that means 4 or 5. So that means for at least like 8 months, I was just straight video and stories. Y'all wonder why I don't be telling that many shit. I was gassing on them stories. Some of them stories I need to probably just take off and then tell them again, and then probably get hella more views than they would have then. Cause some of y'all be liking my shit, but y'all don't be going back to the beginning. Y'all don't be going back to the beginning when I was like super grinding, but really like focused, drawing from drawing this the motivation from some unknown place with 60 subscribers. Man, yeah, you can't. See, that's the thing. Like, you can't go live until you got 100. I mean, 1,000 subscribers, right? But on a computer, I think you can go live on a computer from your channel without 1,000 subscribers. That's just what I believe. Somebody told me, but I know YouTube, as far as on a phone, on a telephone or something, you gotta have 1,000. As soon as you go 1,000, the game is. I can't give you no more game after that. Ah! But it's out there though. It's out there. Bend over. Keep it real, man. Don't forget about your family, man. Make sure you already know this stuff. My cousin gonna be gone 20 years. He been sitting in the county for a year already, all bad. Yeah, man. When you say that, I gotta ask you: do you know what your cousin going through? Cause he's talking about he already all bad. But before you put him out there, you gotta look at all the elements. Like, why is he already all bad? Like, are people putting pressure on him? Is he in a situation where he all by himself and he ain't got nobody? Uh, was he weak to begin with, or is he on some just straight foul shit, like telling or something? That's different. So look at all the elements before you really just put that and let that sink in about your cousin, like, because that's family. Family, if anything, deserves the benefit of the doubt, but they deserve a full investigation versus some of these biased investigations that motherfuckers be doing with selfish intent. I'm busting down right now. I am busting down right now. Hold on. Boom. 20 years is a very long time. Shit. I did total, I did between 19, I did over 19. I can't claim 20, but shit, if I throw in the county jail time, all the total county jail time and everything, yeah, I'm up there, so up there at that dub thing, man. And you know what? It's fucked up. It is fucked up. It is fucked up. That's why it pays. That's see that right there. I wonder if he had like the experience of people from the Dirty Nation and the losses that we didn't took, because that's what I did when I went to the pen. I said I'm gonna learn from the best. This is the best, the land of the best losers, the land of the best losers. So the thing is, why would I not sit here and ask questions and try to learn from everybody's mistakes? Like, what would you do different? What would you do different? And I came with my own analogy or assumption from there on how to move. And it's just certain shit that I just don't do no more that I used to do. Uh, that shit, yeah, that was a very long time. But if you met me, you wouldn't know that. Like you wouldn't know that. You cannot look at me and tell that I did that. Y'all would think a person that did 20 years would be like Andre Wade. That's what y'all tell the truth. Just tell the truth. Keep it 100. Keep it 100,000 million. Y'all naturally assume somebody that come out the pen gonna be that after doing 20 years gonna be like Andre Wade. Like his spunky is gonna be gone. Like his spirit is not gonna be intact no more. There's a such thing as defying logic. Defying logic. That's what I be trying to do. Like, how is he logically able to do this shit? Come out, been gone most of half his life, and then really as an adult only got like 4 years and 4 or 5 years in the world. How is he able to move like this? Man, looky here. This thing said, "Would our wife a BBW?" Indeed, indeed. Cause what's big to you might not be big to me. Shit. Shit, healthy is always better. I like the shapes. I like the shapes assist. Shapely. Shapely. Why have I heard that? I haven't heard that name. I haven't heard that name. You know what? I think I heard that name, but that's not somebody that I would. That's not somebody that I would run to be around. That's just not me. Like back when I was younger, maybe, but that just name right there, that's just a bad omen. That's a bad omen. Now I might know him by his real name. Let's not get it twisted. I might know him by his real name. Like the highly aggressive might have came later. Let me ask you something. Were you scared when you first got out? Like, were you scared you were gonna fuck up the first few weeks? Hell yeah. FYM. FYM. Fuck you mean was I scared? Hell yeah, I was dumbass scared. But at the same time, I take the forward approach. I take the forward approach. I was heavily medicated. I was heavily medicated my first like few weeks out because I was having to process and deal with a lot. That shit was coming at me so super fast, and I'm sitting here making this shit look easy. I'm sitting here making this shit look easy, so much that nobody knew how long I had been gone. I've been gone 17 years. Nobody knew. The only way they could tell something was different was by the way I was dressing. Like I was dressing hella like homely looking. I was homely with it. I didn't have no style. So I'm asking people questions and shit like, is this cool? Is this cool? Is this cool? Finally I had a last dragon moment. I was like, why I keep asking people about fashion and what's trending and shit? You is your own fashion. Whatever you wear is a fashion. So wear that shit. And I stopped worrying about what other people was thinking, and I wore what the fuck I liked. Fuck a trend. Do I know anyone that did stupid stuff? Any stuff, stupid stuff to stay in because they were scared to get out. Yep, sure do. I knew a dude that was so crazy. I knew a dude that was so crazy. He didn't even know that his day. He didn't even know that day was his release date. He didn't even know that was his release date. The police came and was like, "You ready to go home?" He was like, "No, I don't go home for another 3 months." He was like, "No, your release date's today." He said, "No, just come back tomorrow. I'm sleeping." The fuck? I know some real life, some real ill shit, man. Some ill shit. I heard a story in Vacaville. I heard a story about Vacaville. Let's get it straight. In Vacaville, there is a homosexual named Sylvia. Sylvia was allegedly like in porn movies. Like Sylvia allegedly was like built like a. They said Sylvia's shit was like this. They said Sylvia's shit was like this. Trust me, I didn't see. Like I didn't like they got they showers. Like I ain't into that shit. But they say Sylvia was built like that. But Sylvia had a white boyfriend, a white boyfriend, and they was trying to separate him. They said, and allegedly Sylvia is supposed to be hot, hot, and that dude was about to get separated. And that dude supposedly got himself hot so he could stay there. That was the craziest shit ever. Like, wow, you would get yourself hot, like infected just to stay. Oh no. I seen people roll up because they was about to go home. I mean, because they didn't want to go. Didn't want to get in trouble. And you know what? I can't even say nothing. I can't say nothing about it. I can't say nothing about it. Any Clanton 14 stories? Nope. I have never, ever, ever heard of a Clanton 14. So you can enlighten me. Where they from? That motherfucker said, come back tomorrow. But that was in like the J Cat wing, though. That was in the J Cat wing. Ooh, hey, young, by the way, that shit really be happening. The nigga, the nigga, I'ma just call, man, I ain't gonna say his name, right? But he from 29th Street. This nigga sold his cell phone to like 7 different races. And on top of 7 different races or 7 different factions, then he promised it to a couple of other homies and then give it to them. He ended up selling it to a homie, but man, he had us on the yard. Them Pisces was about to take flight on us. Like they was about to take flight because this nigga got all the money and everything, and tried to get a white boy for his shoes. Told the white boy, "Give me the shoes," and I dropped the numbers off, the green dot numbers off before I get on the bus. Uh, Clinton. Got it. Nah, that was in Tracy. Oh. Who you saying did that though? OG Cat from Harlem 30s. Oh, I wonder what OG Cat that was. Do I know him? Because I imagine I might just do. From Harlem 30s. I imagine I do. Is he from Harlem 30s, but he be in Northern California? Yeah, man. Because after this one, we gonna be to hit that hour mark. My favorite underground rapper growing up. Underground. Uh, that's a trip. It's hard to say because I used to listen to the whole underground scene in the '90s, from the East Coast underground, West Coast underground. But I like the Boogie Monsters. I like Paris. I like the Souls of Mischief, Hieroglyphics, the Coop, Black Moon, Digging in the Crates, the Lost Boys. Okay, I'm done. Oh yeah, Mobb Deep, Mike Vick, Bang Bang. Bang bang Packer gang. Frank Lining. Frank Lining. That's a new one. Let me see. Let me see. Frank Lining. Bam. 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 Frank Line and Frank Lining.
When you play real slots.
I'm gonna keep it low. So therefore YouTube can't demonetize my shit. Of course I bun Looney Coolio, man. Oh, I'm from Sacramento. Crip or not. In the 90s, we listened to Crip rappers because that was all we had. We didn't have no blood rappers in Sac like that. It was hard for a blood rapper in Sac trying to get out. He got a lot of views too, Frank Lennon. How old is this shit? Damn, 2011. Fort Myers. We all there. That's a trip. He sound like somebody like music. Like that's 2011, right? But that sound like some 90s stuff from 2000, like from the 1990s West Coast. Willis. Willis. Or is it Willies? Willis. Willies. Willis. Yeah, he got views. Street Gorilla. Yeah, man. This was a cool little live. But hey, I heard somebody say, man, that the Dirty Nation is like part of a person's day. Like kicking it with the Dirty Nation is like a essential part of a person's day. Well, I just want y'all to know kicking it with y'all is an essential part of my day too. Bake sessions. Deuce Time said, "How am I a Packer fan?" When I was a kid, right, the Packers was playing the Chicago Bears. I was probably like 9 years old. I'm always a fan of the underdog for one. Like I'm a fan of the underdog. So like the Packer receiver, no, the Chicago Bear receiver went up for a pass, and the Packer hit him. Bam! That motherfucker did a flip. Boom! I was like, "Oh, that's my team." That sounds like the craziest of ways to become a fan of a team. But I was 9 years old, and from then on, I was a Packer fan. Then that was in the 80s. That was in the 80s. I was a Packer fan when the quarterback was Don Majowski, the Magic Man. Then through the Brett Favre years to the Aaron Rodgers years. So my team only knows like three and a possible good quarterbacks. Like, but franchise quarterbacks, my franchise had two quarterbacks for long periods of time. Damn near like the Patriots. Oh, it's Willis. I remember you. Yeah, you folks. How'd you smoke prison trees in prison? Shit, it's just as many drugs in prison as it is on the streets. That's not literally, but literally, shit. So go out to the yard. Who got caps? Or you go out and buy you a 50 ball. Go in there. You get some toilet paper wrapping. Roll you a little skinny. They be pinners. They be pinners. Roll you a little skinny. Shit. Make sure you got somebody watching out on the door. Light that incense or put that motherfucking bacon on the grill. Let that motherfucker burn. You could put a lot. Another thing we used to do when we used to use that 415 toilet paper wrap, we used to put like jelly. Like you get like jelly, and then you put like on the outside of that shit, and then you toast that shit, cause that be sealing the fibers, cause it be fibers in them papers and shit. So you gotta hit with the jelly, and that shit like seal it off. That motherfucker burn right. Otherwise, you try to roll it without sealing it. Sometimes it might be like you trying to hit a filter, like you won't even be getting, like it won't even be hitting. You're gonna be hitting air. Grande loco. The most time I heard somebody get was like 1,000 and something years. 1,000 and something years. He ended up dying too. He died in prison. Compa Cubo, saludos to all. So Grande Loco send this salute to everybody. Frank Leany, he all right. Honey too, but I'm gonna tell you something. The toilet paper wrapper is so flimsy that if you use honey, it's gonna stick to the paper in your fingers and it's gonna get messy. So that's why I would use jelly because jelly is thin, and you don't gotta use the jelly part. You can use like just the film of the jelly juice to seal it, and then you be cool. But that honey will stick to your fingers and that paper, and it's already you rolling up a little bit. You rolling up a skinny mini, so shit, it ain't gonna work. Now, if you rolling a blunt, honey, that motherfucker up. The trick I learned with the blunt is just with honey when it be thick, you can put as much fire as you want till you coat that motherfucker the way you want to. Like honey was made to burn versus that jelly. You put too much fire on that jelly, it's gonna turn black. Man, hey, look, females getting their Mac game on. I'm gonna tell you something. I always been a type where if a female was on me, I was so oblivious in prison because I didn't think I was that fortunate that I wouldn't take note. Like a female would make a pass at me and it'd go right over my head. I remember one time Because trust me, Dirty wasn't always this big. I used to be like 190, 195, but I worked out, so I was kind of cool. I was cut up, right? So in Vacaville, I'm playing basketball. I'm going hard too. I'm splashing. Man, I had picture perfect splash from way beyond three. Like I had game. I still got game. I'll light you up right now. I'm talking to you. You think you got game? You think you a baller? I'll ball you up. I'll body you up, back you down in the lane like you ain't never played OG like me. Like I dip that shoulder, back you up all the way and just lay it up on you. But anyhow, so I'm in the gym, right? And it's the female CO. It's like two of them really, and then a dude. They all talking and shit. But I didn't got sweaty up in this motherfucking gym. I didn't got sweaty, but I was balling in the zone because shit, we so used to playing outside. When we play in the gym, we got to show out. So when I got my shirt off, I'm walking out the door, and the white CO, like I seen her, she looked at me, she was like, I looked, I looked down at me, I looked at her, I was like, couldn't find out the Crip dude was fucking her and she got pregnant. She got pregnant. He had to leave. He popped up in Solano because they kicked him out of Vacaville when she got pregnant. His ass popped up at Solano and told me the story. I was like, wow. Because one time I was in the gym and he worked in the gym with her. I walked in that motherfucker, it smelled like poontang. I walked in the office just to like for something. I forgot, like I left something or something. I walked in, I guess it was just getting over. I was like, ooh, it smelled like pom pom. He was in there getting it. When did I decide to cut my hair? Well, because my dreads was getting tired. At least that's what I was told. Like somebody in particular was coming to visit me. She tugged my dread and was like, "Ooh, I'm tired." She was like, "But I want one of your dreads." And she yanked that motherfucker and it came right out like, okay. Like she yanked the dread and it said, okay, I'm gone. And left from my head. I was like, damn, she just pulled my shit out. I was like, maybe my shit is tired. I got mop top. Man, look. I told my cousin the next day we about to cut my shit. Went to the yard. I brought the clippers out. Morning yard on the yard. Back when they had the showers in Old Folsom. That nigga proceeded to cut my shit. That nigga proceeded to cut my shit. And then I told y'all later on that cut my dreads probably saved my life. I told y'all that. Because they wouldn't let me on the yard that night because I didn't look like my ID no more. You gotta look like your ID to get out on the yard. They gotta establish positive identification to let you out on the yard. Like positive identification. So I didn't look like the dude on my ID. So it was like you gotta turn around and go back. And basically I can't come to the yard. I gotta go to R&R in the morning to give them my ID and take a new picture because I don't match the database photo no more. So they didn't let me out. And as soon as I got back in the cell, like not even like it wasn't even a whole minute. As soon as the door locked behind me, all of a sudden, get down, boom, boom, get down, boom. Man, look, man, they was out there kidding it. They shot the Mini 14. At first, like it's normally a get down, boom. That's the block gun. But when you hear get down, that's the Mini 14. And when I was in the cell and I was hearing that Mini 14, I was having primal shit coming out of me. I'm telling you, people shaking the doors, people looking out on the yard, get that nigga, get that nigga. Everybody shaking the doors like it sounded like something. It would sound like like Big Herc intro. It's like 10 times worse than that when it's really going down. So let me paint the picture. Old Folsom, the side that can actually see out onto the yard is A section and D section. A, B, C, D. A and D section. Only certain parts of D section, right? So when the riot kicked off, the A section can see out on the yard. You start just hearing them. Get that motherfucker. Man, get him. Get him. Man, get the homie. Why you running? Man, come back. Man, get him. You just hear all type of pandemonium. And then the doors in Old Folsom are bars. So people shaking the bars. Get him. Is people on the tiers. They lock you on the tiers in Old Folsom. Like they lock you on the tier and leave you. So you might be on a tier with a Mexican and like three blacks, or it might be a white boy and a Mexican and two blacks that are waiting to get in the cell, but they might just be stuck on a tier. So it was cases like that, and people was handing out broomsticks, like broomsticks, sticking them out the cell to give them to their homies that was stuck on a tier, and they was snapping the motherfuckers, but for the most part, I ain't gonna lie, in the building, the essays got beat up pretty bad. But on the yard, it was a good one. That's what I'm gonna say. On the yard, it was a good one. But the police was shooting hella people. In that motherfucking riot right there, like 7 people got shot. That was unheard of. I was like, man, I've been in this prison for hella long. Ain't nothing like this ever happened. Like, ever. So I got to Old Folsom in like '06, right? And then this is 2010. So I've been in this prison for a few years now. And we didn't have like murders on the yard. Okay, yeah, we had that. But we ain't never had we only had like once or twice where the police in the tower actually shot the Mini 14. But in this particular riot, they shot that motherfucker and shot it at will. So they shot 7 people. So I cut my dreads that morning, and that night I was denied access to that yard. So how would you look at it? How would you look at it? My dreads saved my life. Hey, Sonny, hit me on Dirty Weather on Instagram. Send them there, or send them to my email, which is CURTY92679. CURTY92679 at Gmail. I ain't I really haven't sat down and watched the movie Shot Caller, but I know it has good like value. People ask me if like have I seen it and is it accurate. I ain't never watched it, so I can't really answer that. Timothy Smith Assist. What is it? Yup, that's it. Sonny, that's it. Friday's Dirt. It said bend over cool live main how the North Days program out there. Hey, bend over. I can't decipher that one. Man, my day going good, man. I think I got an ear infection or something. Like last night, like it felt like somebody was sticking like a nail in my ear or something. I don't know. I was in pain. I ain't never had nothing happen like that. But like my eardrums exploded or something. But other than that, about to get ready and get this good productive day started, man. So this is my regiment, man. This is my regiment, man. I'm trying to do 2 lives a day. We're gonna try to keep it consistent. I don't know, man. This weed, man. This weed is something else. But we're gonna try our best to keep it consistent because you know, the Dirty Nation invest a lot of money in this weed smoke that we be blowing with each other. And you know, the donations is down, the Cash App donations is down. Maybe I need to start being pro super chat again so I can get them donations back up. But like I say, really Dirty Nation ain't about that because we just be kicking it. But anyhow, as long as I keep this weed up, we're gonna keep these lives coming 2 times a day, and I'm gonna have some content coming for you. And I got these other interviews. I've been putting some on the back burner for no particular reason, but I'm gonna bring them out. I'm gonna bring them out. And if y'all got some stuff y'all interested in seeing, because y'all, as y'all can see, I be knowing shit. I be knowing shit, and I be approaching shit from a whole different way from everybody else. So if you want to see an interview or you got a cool interview that you can set up, I'm looking for celebrities. So if anybody in a Dirty Nation know a real celebrity, I'm talking about a real celebrity. It ain't gotta be no A-list celebrity, no B-list, but at least, or it could be a local celebrity, but a real celebrity. They got an open invitation to the Dirty Nation for an interview. The open invitation to the Dirty Nation. So if you know a real life celebrity, man, get them to come in or get them to be willing to call in when we have our call ins. Other than that, man, y'all have a good day. Y'all have a good day, man. And I got to figure out how to do this shit. But y'all have a good day, man. Dirty Brothers. Go.